After you've used this as an emergency pick set, and I'll demonstrate how we do that in a second, you can then put the tools all back together to make a folding keyring pick set like this. Hello again, it's Noob, and I'm honestly so excited to be able to finally show you this design. This has been in development for about 2 years. It's a co-development between myself and Vent in Germany, specifically Sasha Vent, for reasons I'll come on to later. And this is a credit card pick set with a major twist. And for full disclosure, I have worked with Vent in the past. I hope to continue to do so in the future. This was sent to me for the purposes of review and to keep all thoughts of my own. I don't share the content of the videos before I publish them with Vent. And I think that's all I really need to say. You may remember that a few years ago now, my good friend Talanpick and myself worked with Vent to come up with the Lockmaster credit card pick set version 2. And I really do believe this is the best pick set, credit card pick set, in terms of the number of components, tension tools, picks, rakes, and all those kind of things. This is a brilliant emergency EDC carry set. But I wanted to go with a different idea. Not necessarily better, just different, but one which I am so happy about. And yeah, I'm going to say it, I think this is probably one of my favourite designs that I've worked on, just because how innovative and fun this is. So if you don't know, credit card pick sets are designed to be about the same size as a credit card and will be able to fit inside a card holder or wallet or anything where you normally keep such things. Obviously, credit card pick sets are designed as an EDC, an emergency pick set. Just be careful about the laws where you are. I don't want to get anybody in trouble by carrying pick sets in a country where carrying such things may lead you into trouble. Before I show you how one of these works, a little bit of history. So I came up with a concept, a design, and it's been through a number of iterations. In fact, I have bags of the prototypes here. Just so we got this absolutely right. Now, I don't have the ability to do this level of sort of prototyping. I don't have laser cutters and steel, and I don't have a good CAD package. So that's where Sasha Vent came in and used his CAD skills to redo my drawings, go through the various iterations, cut different prototypes, just so we got this right. So how does this set work? Well, it is a standard credit card pick set on its own. So you have some turning tools here. You have a hook and a rake, which you can just break apart and use. But there's a twist. After you've used this as an emergency pick set, and I'll demonstrate how we do that in a second, you can then put the tools all back together to make a folding keyring pick set like this. So this has been on my keychain for my everyday keychain, not just one I leave in a drawer, everyday used and abused keychain. And this has been on there for about 6 months, daily use. And this is what it looks like after all of that time. Apart from maybe a few surface scuffs from other keys, it looks fantastic. And I'll do probably a separate video on how I assembled this, but I'll do a quick version in this video as well. But the idea is, you can see here there are little cups, and what happens is you use the screws that come with it and the spacers, which are all on here, and yeah, you just have a folding pick set. So this little hook here goes onto that screw there, and that provides a point where you can then just use this as a pick with a handle, and then if you want to, you can just flip this around like that, and you can do this one-handed. It takes a little bit of getting used to, and I'm not perfect at it, but you can literally do this sort of in one hand in the field, and then flip over to a rake, and then that too is just going to be a triple peak rake. And yeah, it gives you that option, and this won't come out until you pull it forwards and then turn it, and then you can lock that in, and you can just flip between these two tools as you need. And then when you have finished, you can just fold all this back together. So get those things aligned together, just fold it back in. And then what you can do is you can lock it in place using a keyring. You put that on, and then that stops these from being able to be pulled out. These stay nice and tight, and they haven't come loose for me at all while this has been on my keychain. So that's sort of, by the nature of having a key ring like that, it basically just locks everything in and stops it all from coming out and catching on anything, which I think is pretty neat. It comes with some instructions with some really nice exploded diagrams like this, and an example of how it all comes together. And it's really nice that it says it's a Pixet designed with me. So yes, it took a few iterations to get this right, but I'm so happy with what we have here. And yeah, assuming that you need to have an emergency pick set, let's pretend that we just need the picks as finger picks right now, and then we'll put together the more enduring folding pick set from this. So you'll see that these are the scales, if you like, and these should just come off. They might need a little bit of work. You don't want them to all break apart in your wallet or card holder or anything. So you've also got to be careful that you don't end up like, bending the tools like that. And that's why there's some spare material here. Just keeps it all nice and tidy and solid. And you just break these picks off like that. And these can be used, as I'll demonstrate in a second, as finger picks. So whilst they might have an odd sort of format, these can be definitely used as finger picks, just like the finger picks in the folding pick set. So you can see here that they are a similar size. You can use these as finger picks. We then have another spacer. Don't lose these, very important. Some spare material again, which we'll just throw away. Another scale, which we'll keep. And then we have some turning tools, which are actually able to be put on a keychain if you wish. You could put them on with this folding set as well. That isn't my preference, but you can do it, which I think is, again, another great option. So just as an emergency pick set, we have some turning tools and we have a rake and a hook, which is very cool. Let's demo picking with these. So to demonstrate the power of the finger picks just as they are without any handle added, we're just going to try and pick this nice 6-pin lock with security pins. Go through, see what we can pick. Just picking anything that feels like it's binding, as you would normally do in any lock, and try to get us into that false set where we can then try to pick through the spool pins. So we're already into a false set. I'm just going to go through now and try to find those pins, like this pin here, pin 3, which is giving us some counter rotation, and try to set those in a nice way. And yeah, finger picks are a little bit more difficult to use because you don't have the handle, at least not right now in this format. You could actually put the handles on in the field if you had the screws with you, albeit it's going to be unlikely. I'd keep them in a safe place, but you could carry them around in the wallet and just fashion together a format of this pick with its handle on, which would certainly make it easier to pick locks like this, because you then have the leverage that you get from the handles. And let's face it, that's why a lot of lock picks have handles on, because it's just a better way of doing it. But that doesn't mean that finger picks aren't effective. Of course they are. They're very, 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 very useful. This is pin 3, 4 now actually. Gives that counter rotation. Oh, lovely. This lock has great spools and some fantastic feedback. We're just trying to, there we go, get it open. So yeah, not bad actually. As I said, a little trickier to pick with the tips of your fingers like this without a handle on, but very possible. And because we can, we might as well just pick a little Master Lock 3, just to demo bottom of the keyway tensioning. It might not be a high security lock, but it is a common lock, and why not, right? Picking up on those pins. Pin 2, there we go. I think we've got another pin somewhere in here to pick. Just going to go in on tops of those pins and see which one it is. I think it's this one here. There we go, and we have the open. Of course, we have to do a demonstration now with the triple peak rake. You know how this kind of rake works. It's a 6-pin Euro cylinder, so let's turn that a bit more to you and give that a go. Nice light tension and gentle raking of these pins just to try and get us into a bit of a false set. hold that full set, then we can use our short hook to go in there and just feel our way along. What's giving us counter rotation? I think it's pin 1 actually. Let's get on to pin 1, is that right? Yeah, feels like it. So just into pin 1, making sure that I hold that tension, make sure I can set it, and we are open. Look at that, lovely job. If you have a lock with quite a wide keyway, you can always double up your bottom of keyway turning tools like that, and there we go. Let's have a bit of a rake again, shall we? Easy. So as you can see, these finger picks are really, really useful. They take a little bit of getting used to in terms of, using the tips of your fingers to pick instead of having a handle. But let's assemble this. So, you want to keep these tools. These are useful tools. Let's stick a handle on. You probably won't have these screws with you in the field, so you'll want to make sure that you keep all your bits. And or if you just want to make this to have as a keyring, why not? You don't have to have it as a credit card pick set. Just have a fun little project. Make yourself a little keyring pick set. Now, because of the way that these are attached together, there are a couple of bits here which you may want to remove with a file or a piece of sandpaper or a nail file, one of those emery boards, that kind of thing, because there isn't very much material here. It's not particularly sharp or anything, but it just aesthetically, you just might want to remove that just to look nice, right? And it won't catch on any kind of clothing or anything like that if you do that. But anyway, let's assume that you know how to file that off if you want, and just do a quick assembly. Now there is an exploded diagram to show you how you would piece this together, so use that as a guide. And it does say on here that if you want this to remain as a more durable pick set, to use a bit of thread locker. Not a sponsor, I'm using this low strength thread locker, and that's what I used on the one that I put together myself a while ago. And as you can see, none of these are loose at all. These screws aren't going anywhere. If you're going to be carrying this about, then definitely use something to lock the threads, otherwise you may end up losing a screw or two, and that will not be good, even though there is of course 4 sets of screws here, leaving you with a spare. Now I'm going to do a longer demonstration about how to put this together and file off any of the little attachment points and do all that kind of stuff. I'll do that in a longer video, but a quick demonstration of how easy this is to assemble is you get these longer parts of the screws, and you can put these together on a bench or however you like, and you just want to basically put these in through the holes at the bottom like this, and you can see that it's not that hard to do. And then what you need to do is you need to take your pick and rake, and it doesn't really matter which way round you have them. You can have the hook first and then the rake second, but just sort of put those on like this. Get those 2 little spacer rings, very important, those ones, don't lose those. You might want to leave them in the card so you don't lose them until you need them, and then you can put that on like this, and then you just pop this on top like that, and hopefully this will all sort of come together like this. Then you can just put some screws in like this and use an appropriately sized screwdriver to make sure that you don't damage your screw slots. Struggling for the word there. We will have 2 spare ones, and again you can get those screws in sets as well from Vent. Now once you've got the screws on loosely, you want to make sure that they are tight but not too tight, otherwise you'll find it hard to drag this out. That's why thread locker is good as well, because you can sort of set these to the right torque to make sure that it's going to be relatively tight, but not so tight that you can't get the tips back in. If you over screw them, of course it'll compress everything down and make it really hard to use, and you don't want that. Actually, I think this is about perfect. Yep, that works really nicely. So make sure that that little cup goes onto the screw, looking really nice. And I think we need to do a demo of it in this configuration, and that's going to be so much nicer to use because it actually has not quite but almost a full-sized actual handle which you can use which I think is really nice. So yeah, that will just be so much nicer to use as a rake, or if I swap this over like this, it'd be a lot easier to use as a hook. So already in this configuration, it just feels different. It feels great, actually. I've not changed it. There's no thread locker on the screws. I haven't removed these tiny little bits of tabs. It feels comfortable as is. Nothing's sharp on here anyway. And I just want to try and pick a lock or a little Avocet padlock in here. And yeah, I can hold this pick properly. It feels like a sandwich steel handle lock pick. I mean, I guess it is, isn't it? It just feels good. The weight is balanced. It's just so good. And I know I'm biased. I know, but I'm really proud of this sort of concept and this design. I think that it just works. You know, taking something like a credit card pick set, which, you know, you could view as maybe a bit of a one and done product, very useful, but once you've used it, you don't really bother with the picks anymore. But no, with this, you actually have something which is enduring and durable and fun, and maybe even, you could say, quite good looking in its folded and unfolded format. Just a really nice thing. Anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to find the binding pins in this lock into a bit of a false set. Pin 2 here, making sure I don't overset anything. Back to pin 1, which I think I just dropped. There we go. Back through pin 3 on feels binding, counter rotation, nice, that felt really good. Go back to pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the back. No, that feels okay. 4. Bit of counter rotation there. Might have dropped something, because go back to pin 1 at the front. Don't want to overset anything. Oh yeah, into pin 2 now. Is that giving me some nice counter rotation? No, that feels okay. Pin 3. How's that feel? No, don't overset that. Pin 4 now. Oh, that feels much better. Back to the front, went way through. Pin 2 is giving me some counter rotation. And I think, oh, I thought we were there then. Something else is holding us back. Who is giving some counter rotation? Pin 3 now. There we go, and we are open. Lovely. This is quite an easy lock to rake if my memory serves me right, so let's give that a go and see whether it's true. Yep, there we go. And another one, because, yeah, why not, right? Let's go in, give this a little rake, a bit of rake at the front, a bit of rake at the back, and we are open. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that overview and review of this Lockmaster EDC folding lockpick card that I co-designed with Vent, and yeah, I just hope you really like it. I'm really proud of this design. It's one of my favourite designs that I've been involved in. Definitely one of my favourite concepts that I came up with. I just love this idea, I really do. I know I've probably said it about 1,000 times, but the idea of having a credit card pick set that can just be used as a credit card pick set, but then converted into something like this. I just really love that idea. I love the way that it all folds up and folds away so neatly, and you know, you can put it on a key ring, and it just, yeah, as long as you have secured those screws properly, this thing seems to be extremely durable. This is the old one, and yeah, I just really like it. I'd love to know what you think in the comments to this. I'm not sure of the pricing of this at the moment, so please do go check out the Vent website. The prices will change over the time anyway, depending on when you see this video. I may insert the prices if I know a bit later on before I publish, and just put them up on screen. I just was really keen to do a video on this, and yeah, I really hope you like this. I genuinely do love this tool. I love the concept behind it. I really hope you do as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. I do read them all and reply to as many as I can. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see me do more content like this and do more designs and collaborations with tool makers, then you know, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully we can do more things in the future, because it really helps my channel out. And of course, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.